Okay, I just wanted to discuss this whole issue of Pluto, whether or not it's a planet, why did it not stay a planet, what caused this shift, this solar system shift in its rating or its identity, kind of an identity crisis, a planetary identity crisis, I would call it. I realize it's not one of the biggest problems in the world, but it's kind of a universal issue, kind of a galactic issue. And, I question whether, it runs out of, it has to be renewed like a registration or a passport or something like this, its planetary status. And maybe if it didn't, get it done in time, like fill out all the proper paperwork and maybe pay the fees that you have to pay every century or every millennium or whatever. If this had something to do with its shift in, intergalactic status. Now these are the kind of things you think about maybe after working a long day, maybe at 4 o'clock in the morning, maybe when you're sleep deprived. But nevertheless, there's a lot of people studying this issue, or that studied the issue to take it to the point it got it, to shift it from being a planet to not being a planet. All right, so I think the thing is, maybe it would be worth doing a petition about, maybe not, but it's definitely worth discussion. I mean, they're discussing a lot of things in the world now, a lot of things that don't make a lot of sense, frankly, but they discuss them anyway. And sometimes things are so absurd and so surreal, and in major issues going on, that you just kind of shake your head and go, "What the heck?" Well, so I think this is kind of, fair game for discussion and something to bring up, and maybe just as a diversion to all the more stressful things going on in life. And so, just like music, just like playing music and being creative, say with a free-form jam or a creative jam, it's worth it to take a break and ponder this sort of thing, which is what I'm doing now. But I can't take a very long break because I have a lot of work to do in the studio tonight. I'm doing some editing and different things, trying to learn some things and lay down some tracks and stuff. So, but I just thought I'd bring it up, because I've got the CD called "The Porch of Planet Pluto Part 1, and I thought this would be a good way to draw attention to the plight of Pluto's, status in the universe. And I appreciate you listening, and I hope you've enjoyed this little discussion, and I'm going to play some music for you too. I don't want to forget about that because I love music, and I know there's a lot of people out there that love it too, and it means a lot to them, and that's very important. But don't forget about Pluto. Pluto rocks. See ya.